If your legs have been feeling weak lately, if you've struggled to climb stairs or felt a strange heaviness in your calves after dinner, this might shock you. It may not be aging. It may be what's sitting in your fruit bowl right now. That's right. Some of the most common fruits you've trusted for years could be slowly draining your strength, joint by joint, step by step. We've all been told that fruit is healthy. Doctors said it. The food pyramid said it, but they never warned us that certain fruits, while natural and sweet, can silently trigger inflammation, spike your blood sugar, and wear down the very muscles that keep you walking strong. And here's the worst part. These fruits don't come with a warning label. You won't feel the damage right away. It builds slowly. One snack here, one smoothie there, until one day you wonder why standing up from a chair feels harder than it used to. But this is not about giving up fruit. It's about getting smart. Today, I'll show you 7 fruits that may be hurting your legs more than helping them. And I'll tell you exactly what to eat instead to feel lighter, stronger, and more stable on your feet. This isn't just about living longer. It's about living stronger. So stay with me, because the first fruit we're about to talk about is probably something you ate this week, and it might be doing more harm than you think. Let's start with the worst offender on the list: mango. It looks harmless, it tastes sweet, it feels like a healthy treat. But for seniors, this fruit can be a sugar bomb that quietly damages your legs from the inside out. One medium mango holds over 45 grams of sugar. That's more than a 12-ounce can of Coca-Cola. And unlike soda, mango wears a disguise of health. But sugar is sugar, no matter where it comes from. As we age, our ability to process sugar slows down. According to a 2021 study published in the Journal of Aging and Metabolism, older adults experience longer-lasting blood sugar spikes after eating high-fructose fruits like mango. These spikes increase inflammation and oxidative stress, especially in soft tissues. That includes the joints and muscles in your legs. Another study from the University of Michigan found that seniors with elevated blood sugar had a 38% higher risk of lower limb weakness, poor circulation, and balance issues. The signs are easy to miss. You might feel some heaviness in your thighs, swelling around the ankles, a dull ache when you stand up, or a strange fatigue after walking just a short distance. It creeps in slowly, but it stays. That's not just age catching up. That's your body warning you. And mango is only the beginning. Because the next fruit might not be as sweet, but it bites back in a different way. Now let's talk about green apples. They look clean, they taste crisp, they seem like the safer choice. But for seniors, that sour crunch can come with a price. Green apples are high in malic acid. That's the compound that gives them their tart flavor. While malic acid is sometimes used in supplements for energy, too much of it in whole fruit form can irritate aging joints and tissues. A 2020 study from the National Institute on Aging found that malic acid, when combined with natural fruit sugars, increased inflammation markers in adults over 60. Another report from Arthritis and Rheumatology showed that diets high in acidic fruits, like green apples, triggered flare-ups in people with arthritis and fibromyalgia. This is especially true when apples are eaten on an empty stomach or as a quick snack. The effects don't always show up fast, but over time, you may feel a deep ache in your thighs, a burning in your knees, or stiffness in the ankles that gets worse in the morning. Some seniors also report leg cramps at night, even when they think they've eaten healthy. And if something as simple as an apple can do that, wait until you hear what a glass of morning orange juice could be doing to your joints. Now let's look at a fruit that's part of many morning routines. Oranges. They're bright, juicy, and packed with vitamin C. But for aging joints and muscles, they're not as innocent as they seem. Oranges are high in citric acid. That acid may boost flavor, but it also triggers inflammation in sensitive tissues. For seniors already dealing with arthritis, bursitis, or joint stiffness, this acid acts like sandpaper on worn-out cartilage. A 2019 study in the Journal of Inflammation Research found that high intake of citric acid from fruit, especially in people over 55, led to increased joint pain and reduced flexibility. In addition, orange juice contains natural sugars that can spike insulin and increase systemic inflammation. 1 cup of orange juice has about 21 grams of sugar. That's more than 5 teaspoons in just 1 glass. Over time, you may notice your knees feeling tight when you wake up, or that your hips ache after walking. Some people feel their legs lock up after sitting too long. That's not just normal aging. That's acid and sugar doing damage where it hurts the most. And if your breakfast fruit can do that much harm, just imagine what happens when you snack on something even sweeter and juicier in the summer. Let's talk about watermelon. It's sweet, it's juicy. It reminds us of summer picnics and family cookouts. But for seniors, especially those with circulation problems or blood sugar issues, watermelon can quietly work against your leg strength. Most people don't realize this fruit has one of the highest glycemic indexes of all fruits. That means it floods your system with sugar fast, pushing your blood sugar to spike in a matter of minutes. A 2022 report from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition confirmed that foods with high glycemic index values like watermelon cause rapid insulin spikes in adults over 60. These spikes lead to increased inflammation, slower blood flow, and greater oxidative stress in the lower body. And that kind of stress wears down the blood vessels and nerves in your legs. Another study from Johns Hopkins University found that older adults with frequent sugar surges were 34% more likely to experience chronic leg fatigue and ankle swelling. What does that feel like? It might start with your calves getting sore after a short walk, or a weird sense of heaviness in your legs after meals. You might even feel your feet puff up, especially after a day of sitting or driving. These symptoms build slowly, but they drain your energy and weaken your balance over time. If this kind of health advice helps you, take a second to subscribe to the channel. We're here to give you the real story on what your body needs now. No fads, no fluff, just facts that protect your strength. Because if a fruit made mostly of water can do this much harm, imagine what those tiny, sugar-packed grapes could be doing without you even noticing. Now let's turn to grapes. They're small, they're sweet, they seem innocent, but these tiny fruits can cause big problems for your legs if you're over 50. Grapes are loaded with fructose. That's a type of natural sugar your body doesn't use for energy right away. Instead, it goes straight to your liver, where it turns into fat and uric acid. A 2018 study from the Harvard Medical School found that seniors who consumed high fructose fruits like grapes had higher levels of uric acid in their blood. That leads to joint inflammation and increases the risk of gout. Gout often starts in the toes or ankles and brings burning pain that can last for days. Another study published in Arthritis Care and Research showed that even a few servings of grapes per week can trigger flare-ups in people with arthritis. What should you watch for? If your feet throb at night, if your ankles swell after a small snack, or if you feel a deep ache in your knees after sitting. These are all signs that sugar and uric acid are building up, and grapes might be part of the problem. And if grapes can sneak up on you like that, just wait until we talk about the fruit most people call the perfect source of potassium. Now let's talk about bananas. They're soft, they're convenient, and they've been promoted for years as the go-to fruit for muscle health. But for older adults, especially those watching their blood sugar and circulation, bananas may be doing more harm than good. The truth is, ripe bananas are packed with fast-burning carbs and natural sugars. One medium banana has about 27 grams of carbohydrates, with over 14 grams coming from sugar alone. A 2020 study from the Journal of Nutrition and Aging found that older adults who ate high glycemic fruits daily, including bananas, were more likely to experience insulin spikes and reduced blood flow to the lower limbs. Another study by the Mayo Clinic showed that high-carb snacks like bananas can lead to water retention in people with weakened heart or kidney function. That extra fluid often settles in the legs and ankles, leading to swelling and pressure on joints. What should you look out for? Heavy legs after meals, cramps when climbing stairs, that slow dragging feeling in your thighs, or swollen feet after sitting too long. These are signs your body is reacting to too much sugar and too little circulation support. And if bananas are part of your daily habit, your body could be paying the price. But bananas aren't the only fruits hiding behind a healthy reputation. The next one is loaded with acid and enzymes that sound helpful but often clash with common medications and aging joints. Let's take a closer look. Now let's finish with pineapple. It sounds healthy. It's often linked to digestion and healing. But for seniors, especially those on medication, pineapple can be risky. This tropical fruit is high in natural sugar and acid. It also contains bromelain, an enzyme known for breaking down protein. While bromelain may help some people, it can interfere with blood thinners and increase the risk of bruising and inflammation in aging tissues. A 2019 study from the American Journal of Geriatric Pharmacotherapy found that bromelain altered how the body processed common drugs like warfarin and aspirin. This can lead to unstable blood pressure and increased swelling in the legs. Another study from the National Institutes of Health linked high-acid fruits like pineapple to higher rates of joint pain in adults over 60, especially those with arthritis or circulation problems. The signs can creep in quietly. More swelling in the ankles, a tight feeling in the knees, pain that lingers after walking, or a sense that your legs just can't recover the way they used to. These symptoms often get blamed on aging. But pineapple may be playing a bigger role than you think. And now that you've seen the full list, it's time to focus on what to eat instead. Let's shift towards smarter, healing choices. You've seen the truth. 7 fruits that look healthy on the outside, but slowly break down the strength in your legs. Not with a loud warning, but with quiet damage that builds day after day. If your knees feel tight, your feet swell after meals, or your legs feel heavy for no clear reason, this isn't just aging. It's your body trying to tell you something. And now, you know what to do. Start by clearing your kitchen. Look at the fruits you eat every day. If mango, pineapple, grapes, or bananas are on that list, think twice. Replace them with berries, cherries, avocados, or papaya. These support circulation. They fight inflammation. They give your legs the fuel they need to stay strong. Because the truth is, your legs are your freedom. They carry you to the store, to your family, to the life you still want to live. Don't let sugar and acid steal that from you. You have the power to change this, and it starts with your next bite. Your body is older, yes, but it's still listening. Give it what it needs, and it will carry you forward. One step, one choice, one fruit at a time.